morning, welcome to Off-Road Corrections. Well, we have the build. It is about 90% complete, but we need to take it out a few times to make sure that everything that we've done works. So we are heading out on a road trip. We are, not just any road trip, we are heading to Ontario today. Well, we'll make it to maybe Alberta today, but this is the beginning. I know I haven't been on here much or done much with YouTube, but this is what I've been working on, is the build. So we're on Highway 1, just coming up to Hope, BC. We're going to be taking the Crow's Nest Highway through to Alberta. I figured take a nice scenic route. Otherwise, we could have taken the Coquihalla, but going through that, there's a lot of fires up there, and it could interfere with the trip. So, figured take the Crow's Nest, nice and scenic, maybe a little bit slower, but we'll enjoy it. I'm actually pretty impressed with the fuel economy after putting this build on. It's not doing too bad. I'm running about 16.9 liters per 100 kilometers. It does feel like I'm towing a trailer though, that's about all I can say about that. I have decided that I am going to have to change the rear suspension at some point to accommodate. Place called Headley, BC, and the smoke is unbelievable. I have the air on recycle inside, but I can still smell. Oh, it's strong. So it's like driving at night. It is so smoky. There's just an orange haze. There's no sun, there's no nothing. Haze in the sky. It's pretty amazing. We're going to turn on our lights just so everybody can see us. Good morning. Welcome to Off-Road Corrections. This is where we made it to yesterday. Not a bad little spot. Pulled in here about 4:30 in the morning. So we did do a long drive yesterday. I don't recommend doing drives like that. It can be dangerous. Making pretty good time on this journey. We made it all the way to Alberta last night, and this morning we just crossed into Saskatchewan, and hopefully we can get into Ontario for Saturday. So I figured I'd do a little bit of videoing through the prairies, but there's really not much to see, so I'll give you like maybe a few seconds. Welcome to Off-Road Corrections. Here we are. We have made it all the way to Ontario. And Ontario, and are heading out to Sturgeon River area, which is about 11 hours from here. Should be a good drive. Good morning, welcome to Off-Road Corrections. We are waking up on the Sturgeon River in Ontario. Beautiful morning. Just sitting here on the dock with our coffee, enjoying this beautiful morning. As a kid, we used to boat all the time, and we used to bring our boat down the Trent water system, and we used to have to use this facility. When we first started, they didn't have this big one that they could load a whole bunch of boats on. They only had a little one that could load 1 or 2 boats depending on the size. Now they have this great big one. And I used to ride this as a kid. Corrections. We are now leaving Ontario. We're spending some time in Barrie with my mom, and now we're heading down to Niagara Falls and then across the border in Buffalo, heading across to Chicago and then into the Badlands, Mount Rushmore, and then we'll see what else we can hit on the way. Stay with me. Welcome to Off-Road Corrections. Here we are on another adventure. Today we are in Ontario at Niagara Falls. Pretty crazy stuff. That's the Canadian Falls. That's the American Falls. We'll be heading over to the US soon. Today we're heading to South Dakota, going to the Badlands. We're up bright and early. It is 7:32 a.m. and the sun is beaming down today. Hey everyone, so we've just arrived in South Dakota. We are at the Welcome Center. We're going to check it out. We have completed just over 7,000 kilometers with the new build, and stay tuned, we got more coming. Pretty crazy statue. Huge. We are now heading out to the Badlands in South Dakota. We are now entering the Badlands. Corrections. We did our tour of the Badlands. Unfortunately, no drones allowed in the Badlands, so I don't have any drones now. Now we're heading to Mount Rushmore this morning. It is 8:20. Stay with us. Got some pics of that too. Entered into Wyoming. We're heading to the Devil's Tower. Should be fun. Stick around. Well, good morning, or close to good afternoon. We are now heading through Montana, heading to another campsite.